So hello, what is up today, you fidget spinning maniacs, and once again I have a really cool toy shop making video that is going to be really cool today. Oh, I already said that it was going to be cool? Well, I know. That is how cool it is going to be today. And on this very moment I am feeling like the Flintstone because I am making myself a cave where you could also live. Although we are not going to make the cave for living purposes, we need the cave to make out really cool shop where we will display all kinds of toys. Role-playing that I am Bob the Builder from stone to vine stone, removing dirt to dirt. But I am actually just making a cave where I am going to display toys. But I think it is starting to be time to stop pretending to be like my main man Bob the Builder, and accept that we are a land pleb, and that our home is on the ground with feet and just walk on top of the dirt. But we are going to walk to some place that is going to be nice, and I think that if we go a bit deeper into the cave it is going to be really nice. And if we would have a pickaxe so I wouldn't break my hands punching these stones, it would be really nice. But because we are bare professional, we are going to lay down, punch some more stones like a boss, and we are going to make the best shop of the island because I am really professional at making shops and all of that. Just wait until you are going to see the final result. Wait, why am I still here? Like, let's go and make the most amazing shop that there is possibly to build. And we are going to do some great toys that we are going to put in here. No, just kidding, we don't need to make all of the toys since I can just take a quick look in my inventory and then I just take whatever toy looks really cool to me and then I just place that thing down. And it is going to be really nice when it is going to be finished. Look at this cave, look how professional I am going to be, and it is all going to be nice because I went to a mountain kind of thing where all kinds of Minecraft players were, and I met up with an old Maya leader and he told me that the legend has it that there is an unspoken treasure somewhere on a map. No one knows where or which the mountain is, but the legend has it that there is a really special item in there, and that item can only be found in like this month, let me think. Yes, August. It can only be found in August 2017, and that thing is going to be relevant in that same date. That is why it only appears in August when it is actually relevant. Wait, this mountain, this could just be it. The old Maya leader told us about this. So we just dig a bit deeper in the case that we might just find that chest or whatever there is underneath this very mountain. And since we are also kind of inside of a mountain, that would just be really crazy if we came across that chest. Since that chest is going to be worth like a lot, then I could instantly just hire people to work in my toy shop. I would still make the toy shop. But if you are a millionaire, you don't want to work in a toy shop now, do you? Well, at least I would think it would be pretty neat to still work inside a toy shop or wherever you would work if you had $1 million or more. That would show that you actually worked for the money that you got. But yeah, if I just found that chest with the thing inside that no one knows what it is, but apparently it is going to be relevant this month, which would be pretty nice. That reminds me of that one time that I was casually digging inside my diamond cave where I find all of my diamonds. And I was just fidget spinning and someone came up to me and he told me that he could spin his fidget spinner really fast, but I gave him the option to bet with me that I would definitely fidget spin faster, and I spun it so fast that it reached a couple of 100 miles, and it was so insane. All of the holes and colors were just lines, and it was super duper cool because that is what fidget spinning is, and I did it so fast that it was even cooler. But after a moment that it was still cool, it started to be less cool because I smelled something funny. And what do I see to my left? That was fire. It was a really fudged up situation because I could potentially set the world record on fidget spinning, or I could lay the fidget spinner down and then I would not have a world record in the Guinness World of Records book, and I would not go down in history as a fidget spinning god. But people just had to tell this story from mouth to mouth. Or I could take a water bucket and put the fire out and be a little hero and get a medal from the mayor because I apparently done a good deed, and then sometimes you get a medal from the mayor because you then get set in the spotlight and you deserve that if the mayor picks you. But I chose something that was not even an option to most people. I took that darn fidget spinner and I decided to make a chopper out of it, and I spun it once again so fast that it just took off with my finger on it. Of course that chopper needed to be reinforced since I was basically on bedrock level and I needed to get up, so I made it so that the fidget spinner was really strong and I could just lift myself up like it was nothing, and I was floating through the stones first, which was just really crazy and pretty scary. After a while I was flying through the air like an attack helicopter, and I was making a lot of noise, which was even cooler. Of course you are going to be cool if you make a lot of a sound. Well, not with my fidget spinning professionalities but actually with my mouth, and it sounded pretty cool, so I kept doing it until I then quote unquote landed, and I was going so fast through the air. Well, anyway, it felt like I was going fast, but I was making sounds of a helicopter, so I might have been a bit woozy from blowing all that air out my mouth just to sound like a chopper, and I just thought a lot of things were happening, but it did not even happen, but was sure that this fidget spinner took off with my finger on it, and we fled from the crime scene that we made with that same fidget spinner. I called that one fidget spinner Harold. People started calling it Harry, which I personally thought was really stupid since I definitely called it Harold and not Harry. Like, how are they the same? They are totally different names. But anyways, my boy Harold was a green fidget spinner and I love him to death because he is really cool and he can go very fast. As I already kind of mentioned when I turned him into a chopper, like if he would be in the next Sonic game, it would not be a Sonic game anymore, but people are only going to take Harold the fidget spinner because he would be the best character in the game, and everyone likes himself an overpowered character because you can just beat some noobs with it, and that is obviously nice. But I decided that our green fidget spinner called Harold deserved retirement because I had used him a couple of months by that time and he had gone through a lot and he was still happy fidget spinner, but I missed him because I really wanted to be an attack chopper again, and I was definitely the coolest guy in my class, and it was really cool because if I wanted to go to my house in between breaks I just could because I had a darn chopper in my pants. And I would whip that chopper out and I would take one person at a time to go to my house, or if we wanted we went to the mall that was nearby the school and we could land the helicopter on top of the mall and we would get a personal escort from the mall people because we were so special that we were listed on the all-time fidget spinning list, and by that we made it onto the very important person list as well, or otherwise called the VIP list. And it was really cool because we would get a personal escort to all the stores that we wanted to, and people would look at us that we were very special. Well, we pretty much were because we were a darn helicopter that just landed on top of the roof, and I was carrying that helicopter in my pants, and that fidget spinner was the only thing I could not keep in my pants, because I am like woman who is your man's, can't not keep my fidget spinner in my pants. My crush don't love me no more. She kicked me out. I'm like, bro. Yes, that is that one song of that weird looking rapper guy. I don't really remember his name, but he is looking quite weird. Don't know how I just remembered all the lyrics of that song either. That was a bit weird. But no, on a serious note, we are going to build a nice toy store where also my boy little attack chopper Harold could be stored, not sold, just stored to have people look at it. But we have more fidget spinners and we can store them here and people can walk around, and if they find a toy store with fidget spinners, and I would not even care if those people would take one or two really cool toys, then they just look at their right shoulder and what do they see there? Their right shoulder. But then those people look to their left and then they see it, the infamous fidget spinner chopper named Harold, just casually stored in a glass container thing. Wow, that is cool. I can already hear the people say it. But if we make this a really nice warm and cozy toy store where we could have a little tournament where people can show their skills with all different toys and all of that, it would all be cool. And if we are going to keep this nice, well, what are we going to call this place? The Toy Store Club kind of thing? Yeah, that sounds like a place where I would go to on a casual Saturday out. Well, anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, and if we are going to keep this nice and cozy warm place that we called the Toy Store Club kind of thing, that would be quite nice since we could then run it. Yes, that is going to be a lot of fun. But have you ever made such cool shelves like they are just the best? Yes, with your bare hands, because it apparently is really cool and people are cool, and they get happy because the shelves are really that cool, and that is nice to see for them. But I am going to build this toy shop like it is nothing. I am going to leave the door open and just sleep if no one comes. But of course it is going to be busy since all of you that walk around and actually find this place, you can just walk in and we can have a good time, and it is all going to be good fun because we are doing a meetup with toys and all of that. If you don't want to take your own toys with you to the meetup, you can take one here because this is a toy shop, you silly. And if this is a business for the long run and these toys stay relevant for a long time, then I am going to build a stage where people can go up and do the wildest things with toys, and perhaps also fidget spinners. Not Harold the fidget spinner though, That is dangerous territory if I would have people touch Harold. But yeah, it would be cool if the people are able to do all kinds of cool tricks and such. But we are going to hang quite a few of these cool torches around all of that shelf area, and people can chill in here and you can order drinks and food. Definitely cookies and or with waffles. And if you all want, maybe some spaghetti and some pizzas, because I think everyone likes that. But yeah, our little business idea is coming along pretty nice, even though I say so myself. If I keep up with the rent and people actually show up to this party place. But it would be great if we get some people, and if I make a profit out of this $1 million idea, and I will buy some nice apartments in a city like Amsterdam, which is just a really cool city, or Tokyo. Well, yeah, Tokyo is the biggest city on the entire planet. That would definitely be cool to live there, and I won't have to work. And if people ask me, what do you do for a living then I will just tell them that I run that one place in Minecraft that is inside that one mountain which blew up with popularity, and I am the proud owner of that place because I thought of that idea and I trademarked it, so now I get money from every company that tries to do the same. Well, I don't think that is how trademarks work, but that is okay because it might be like that, I don't know, like maybe it is. Who knows, only the people that work on trademark will know. Is that a company? I don't know. So many questions that have no answers, but they really need answers because I want to know. And people will say, hot darn, you have built all of that inside a mountain? That is on the most beautiful spot of the entire island? And I would be like, yeah, I built that because I love that place and I put some effort in with deciding which mountain it would look best in. And I think this wooden ceiling which we are busy with will definitely look best because we do not want an attic or a double-story shop, since that would just be crazy. Where would we put the staircase? I don't know, so let's just not do a double-story shop. This is enough because we do not have to have a second floor if we are not going to use it, so what will be the point of having something that you are not going to use? I am certain that it would even look ugly in this cave because it is just a shop, and it would be ridiculous to have a two-story shop stick out of a mountain. Or on the other hand, it could maybe be really cool. But on the other hand, which would then be my left hand since my right hand thought it was cool. Wait, yeah, anyways, we could just build a second floor and then we could live there and feel good about ourselves, and we would have a nice bed and all kinds of nice things, and we can live there and everything will be good life, and then I am happy and I do not have to build an apartment in Amsterdam or Tokyo, but I would be living somewhere in Minecraft, which would be inside this toy shop that I built inside the cave. But I wouldn't be living in a cave. My house area would then stick out of the mountain. But then because the place of the shop is a bit secret, then I will have to provide for myself. And not only with getting money, but I would have to hunt my own food, and I would need to chop wood for my oven and all kinds of stuff that I would need to take care of. So once again we come to the conclusion that we would be best off without a second layer. But we now have the shelves and all of that inside of the place that where we store the toys and all of that. So now we need to treat the toys which are going to be inside of these shelves like they are special cargo, like gold or something, because they are pretty valuable. But these look pretty good, and Harold the Chopper would then even be chilling somewhere over there. Maybe he could be inside some kind of protective glass, and that no one could steal my special fidget spinner, because I am pretty attached to Harold, because well, it is a chopper basically, and I abused that thing a lot when I just casually needed to go somewhere, and I would just use it as my transportation way, and it was amazing because I was high up in the sky looking down on all of the normal people that did not have these toys that I am about to place in my shelves. And their lives were a bit poopy because they did not have these awesome toys. So let's place these darn toys in the shelves, and let's whip out that colored protective glass that we are going to need to store Harold behind. And all of it will be good and everyone will be happy, because the toys are stocked in these shelves. So if you are a bit like me, you would like all of these things that I picked out. We have got all kinds of stuff, like a boxing ring with my main man Steve, and we had a whole lot more which I kind of already forgot. That is okay though, since I have these other things that I placed down which are looking really cool just like that. They are just sitting over there looking cute. And now we have got a lot of new stuff, and we are placing all of that, and we even have some stuffed animal things which is also kind of really cool. So we just whip those out like it is nothing, and then all of a sudden we are the proud owners of a sheep and a pig just like that. No, just kidding, they are still stuffed animals, but they are still really cool nonetheless. Let's go outside after this, since I am really hyped with all of the things that I succeeded to place in my really cool looking shop. So I hope that all of you guys enjoyed listening to my crazy stories and that all of you enjoyed watching this crazy shop being made, which is just something that was really cool to make. And I also hope that I will catch all of you toy shopping maniacs in the next video for sure. If you are going to click on that video, let's make a comment that is going to be special for just us. Comment crazy green creepers are really cool. Fellers, I will see you in the next one then. Bye guys.